How's it going, guys? I'm excited. We're getting into our intermittent fasting stage with the HPT program, which I absolutely love. This is how I normally eat, and it's been very beneficial for burning fat, health for me, and for building muscle as well. So I'm excited. I'm going to talk a little bit about what it is and then also what it isn't for you kind of moving forward. One thing we've taught you already is how to eat as far as a whole foods diet. This is going to be very important moving forward, and I want you to take everything you've learned with Whole30 and move that into the intermittent fasting portion of this, okay? So we're not saying we're switching from one thing to another. Now we're saying we've taught you what to eat, and now we're going to tell you when to eat. So these are kind of two separate things that kind of come together in this amazing nutrition program that we find very, very, very effective. So Whole30, right? Anti-inflammatory, very healthy diet. Intermittent fasting is going to tell you when to eat. One thing that it is not, and a lot of people think about this when they think about fasting, or they're going to think they're starving themselves, is one of the things that people tend to go to is that I'm either starving myself or I'm giving myself an eating disorder. Now, I will say this. If you've had an eating disorder in the past, we need to talk before we get started with this program. If you've never had an eating disorder, then we can talk about this is not an eating disorder because we know when we are eating. Also, we are not looking to starve ourselves. This is not a caloric restriction diet. We will be eating to satiety every day until we are full. And so that being said, you don't need to count calories or anything like that. We're not looking to starve you or anything. What we are looking to do is saying we will give you a window to eat in. So you're going to eat still a healthy diet, a Whole30. But we will say when you're going to eat. We're going to work our way into this. We're going to teach you, we're going to, push back breakfast, eventually eliminating the morning breakfast. I'm not saying you can't eat eggs or you can't eat bacon or you can't do breakfast foods. You're just going to eat them later in the day if that's something that you like to do. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to kind of start pushing back breakfast eventually to getting to a point where we're going to start just eating lunch. Now, the idea of what's happening here health-wise, when you give your body an extended period of time of not eating, your body taps into some of those primal things that it was meant to do, like it will tap into stored energy, which is body fat. Our body stores energy for times when we're not giving our body energy. It's amazing that it does that, first off. Like our body's like, hey, might be a time where we are not getting food, right? Because our bodies are very primal. Our bodies think, we need to, if we don't go kill a bear and then eat it, right, like every day, we need to store excess food. So that's why we put on body fat, it's just stored energy to be used for later. We're going to allow our body to tap into that, which is amazing. So now that we know that that's the case, we're going to use that primal instinct of our body to start tapping into some of that body fat. When we don't eat and we are in a fasted state, our body will tap into stored energy for energy, which is awesome. It becomes what we call fat adapted. I do this a lot. I'm sorry, I should stop doing that. But our bodies become fat adapted and start burning body fat, which is awesome. After that, health-wise, our body has time to repair cells. On a cellular level, it goes through a thing called autophagy, which means your cells will regenerate. Every 24 hours of fasting recreates almost every cell in your body, which is amazing. That's awesome. It allows your body to fight off sickness. It allows your body to repair, to repair the immune system. It allows your body to fight off illness. It allows your body to do all these things because you're not bogging it down with digestive energy. Like a lot of times when we eat food, our body's major energy source is used digesting our food. So when it doesn't have to do that, it can do all the other fun things like make us really, really healthy. It can also grow muscle. Our human growth hormone goes up. Our all the fun things that happen. Our body becomes fat adapted. It burns fat for energy. It decreases insulin resistance, and it increases our ability to grow muscle, which is great news for all of us. So that's kind of the health benefits and kind of what it is not. So intermittent fasting is just fighting this eating window, and we're going to back our way into this. This is just meant to be an introduction today, so I'm not going to get too far into the specifics about it, but feel free to look up any sort of health information on intermittent fasting, and if you have any questions, you can always shoot me an email. I'm excited to get into it. It's super fun. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.